Brought up Middle Earth.
Yeah. I'm about to throw things at you.
We should have had a ball we could throw back and forth. Be like
We could not.
be like Ross and Joey when they were throwing the ball.
Yeah. You're so cool. But the obstacles, or as they say in Big Brother, obstacles.
What?
The obstacles.
Big Brother.
What's the one? Oh brother.
Oh brother, where
The
are they?
obstacles. You've seen that one. Please
Yeah,
tell
I've
me you've
seen that,
one.
but I don't remember obstacles. Are we rolling?
No, I hope not.
You ready? Are you getting those headphones
Oh my gosh,
on, or-
that was a perfect.
Do we have to have that one?
we're rolling.
Look at this thing.
What?
I mean, this
We're
thing
rolling.
is pulling back
Are
against
you?
me.
I don't know if we are.
We are. We're on.
Goodness.
I'm just
gracious.
waiting for David to hear the music.
Are we? Oh wait, we got music.
Hear the music.
Hold on. Good Lord, you said these.
I told you to get the
These are not
4X.
big enough.
Good thing is everybody's going to see you struggling to put on headphones. Oh, that's phenomenal.
What's the music?
Are you not playing it?
We're in.
He is.
What
This
do you
is
think?
a-
What do you think? Come on, give us some honest feedback.
1 out of 10. What do you give it?
I'm gonna have to give it a 6.
Hey.
About
Better-
5 higher than
It's
I
about
would have.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's Air Supply or Barry Manilow or
Hey, if you will.
Tom Jones.
Pull that a little forward to knock a little bit of the
I
shine
gotta tell you,
off.
I'm just amazed you found a pair big enough. Can I take them off?
Look
And the
at
reason I say that, it accentuates the size of this head.
they're about to bust and break this window.
We need to take these off because it's going to look. This head is huge.
Hey, if you want to take them off, take them off.
I'm just glad that you put them off.
Be comfortable. Yeah, that was.
That's made my day. All right, this is over.
Okay, thank God.
Mission
I can hear you.
accomplished. I think you're the first guest.
I mean,
to put 'em on.
besides, the reality of it is, if I put these on, look.
Hey, we
you
are.
can't
Good to see you, everybody.
Look, you can't see the shine. I mean, I turtle waxed this thing this morning for this event.
Oh goodness.
I did something special. My hair, you're just ruining everything. I'm gonna have like
All right,
that hair.
Let's move on from your huge, enormous head. We're talking just before, and Michael just couldn't find the record button for some
Not
reason.
fast enough.
Talking about movies.
Oh,
Talking about all right. Everybody knows you're Spider-Man, guys. Oh, Mr. Wiggins, Spider-Man. Yes, we'll get to that. I know you have a Spider-Man watch and everything else. What's your favorite genre of movies?
well, I would say superhero.
Any superhero movie?
No.
Anything?
DC can just go.
He's
somewhere.
not.
Really? So you're particular. you've
Except Superman.
What about
I
Batman?
had to protect my job.
Yeah.
You don't like Batman?
Batman is so awesome. But can I say something? He's not a superhero. He's a hero.
Does that not make him more super though? That he's a normal human
Well,
being
look at that.
goes to super
I
extents.
like the logic
No.
there.
Makes him insane.
It makes him better.
He's psychotic.
Well, that's
Right.
what all super villains are. Is insane.
Well, shouldn't he be a supervillain?
All right. So who's number two? But no, he's not a super villain. Don't you ever say that about Bruce Wayne? Gosh.
I didn't say about Bruce Wayne. I said about Batman. They're two separate entities.
No,
Get that
they're
right.
not.
Yes, they are.
No.
Bruce Wayne is not a
Batman is
part of
really
Batman.
his alter. Excuse me, Bruce Wayne is his alter
Treat
ego.
my white
Batman's his
mocha
true
and
identity.
scooters
Just
and
if you really want to get into it, and we've lost just about 90%
They're
of
gone.
the viewers
All
now.
the viewers are
so good. We
gone.
might as well talk about what we want
We've
to.
got
Who's behind Spider-Man? Who's number two?
Venom.
Good Lord, get off the Spider-Man run.
Is there another one?
Yeah, come on.
The
Give me-
Spider-Verse.
Give me somebody. Give me an Avenger.
An Avenger, Thor. Come on, God of Thunder. Mjolnir. I mean,
Who's yours?
Loki.
go stand
Loki's
outside.
not an Avenger.
He's not an Avenger.
But I thought you meant in the universe.
Okay.
In that universe.
Loki's your favorite out of all.
He's pretty
Super-
good, isn't he?
But hold on, can we
Pretty
give
good.
credit?
Is that the
though?
only one that you can think of?
But
He's
can we give
crafty.
credit? Loki actually, season 2, saved the timeline.
Saved it.
That's because
He
they wanted
came
Tom
through without
Hiddleston to stay
Loki.
around.
The story can't. It doesn't progress.
Michael,
Yeah,
can
but he's
we go
done.
out to lunch or something? I mean, just I need to talk to you. It's why the time stone's green.
Wow.
But it's not in the comics, by the way.
Is that a movie
talking
only thing?
movies.
Oh.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. There's
Yeah,
a
Do y'all do
wrong.
the comics too? Do y'all read the comics?
Oh, boy.
He reads a lot more than I do.
Way more comics.
Yeah.
He is a comic connoisseur.
Really? Is that just? Do you do the manga thing too as well? Japanese, just
What?
manga,
No.
What's that?
Japanese
Japanese
comics
stuff.
Dude, we're talking about
I do have
Marvel superheroes.
Hey,
manga Spider-Man and Kid Venom, which is a manga title.
What?
yeah.
Now y'all are in. All
Told
right, you lost me. Now I'm
Told
leaving.
we got just the floor is ours.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, I've never even heard
I didn't know we
took
were
a
going to
turn.
spend the morning talking about comics
Yeah.
and superheroes. This is the best day of my
do you
life.
want to talk about?
Am I getting paid for this? Is this on the clock?
That depends
This
on
is
how you do. Depends
fantastic.
on how many views you get. So make it interesting.
Brought to you by Premier Bank of the South.
Out of
Your
all the
only
shows that
family-
we've done, I've never mentioned the bank. It's the first 5 minutes.
I was about
Did
to
you see
say,
my
I don't
shirt?
even think we've.
Yeah, we see your shirt. And everybody, you
It looks
can't see
good.
mine because I blend into the wall behind me. So blame Michael for that.
Beneath the head, there is a shirt there.
Yeah, it's just a floating head.
He's
right
like
here.
a
Big
green
fat head with
screen.
my double chin. Sorry.
His superpower's invisibility. He's a
But just neck down.
Yeah, we're talking about superheroes. It's just from here.
worst superhero ever. My powers to be invisible from the neck
Powers
down.
stop here.
Oh, man. I'm
watched
ready to
that
go home.
movie.
This has
Oh,
been the
let's get
shortest
some
one
wings.
ever.
Is it too early for wings?
Yeah, call them in.
Oh, man.
Call some-
Wings. We are going to do that wing challenge.
I bet no.
I'm pretty
no.
disappointed
And I'm going to
about
throw it
that.
out there right now
Oh, gosh.
that everybody are a bunch of sissies. I don't know if I can say that in the
Say
world,
it.
but everybody's a bunch of sissies and backed out on
I
us.
said yes.
I'm disappointed.
You said yes because you thought you had to.
I do, but I'm going to cry, but I'm going to be there.
Maybe we should, Jacob. Should you throw the challenge out there? Maybe people didn't feel publicly challenged enough.
Oh, yeah. I'm throwing it out there now to anybody that'll listen. The 10 Wing Challenge brought to you by Hot Ones, which is a great show. Sean Evans, I think.
And Premier Bank of the South.
We're good. We're good. Don't say that. You'll get us sued. Throw it out there right now. If somebody wants to come eat wings with me, I have not tasted any of these sauces. I want to try it.
Tell them what you have though.
He's got them. He's got the
Yeah,
set.
the Hot One spice.
The
It's
actual-
got 10.
Yes.
It's got every one of them. It goes up to number 8, which is the bomb. And that's the one they say explodes your mouth. So we'll see. I don't. Then there's
I
way
have
more
I
after
have
that.
watched, as he introduced me to this, watching the Hugh Grant, Ryan Reynolds one.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Jackman.
Really?
Sorry.
Wow. Wow.
That sounds like a cute love story.
I'm in
Hugh Grant,
I'm in
Ryan
Love Actually
Reynolds.
mode. I'm sorry.
Deadpool and the
Deadpool
lover.
Wolverine. No, I watched it. And I've been going through seasons. And the other day, I sent him a video of Tom Holland doing it, and I said, if Spider-Man can do it, I can do it. I can do it.
Could be.
He did it pretty well too.
He did.
Wanted
he
to
did.
say,
he did
like,
walk off-
nodding
He
Deadpool,
said,
but
he said a
that
bad
Nodding
word.
Dead. That's a good. I couldn't think of anything. Hugh Grant. I'm not a Hugh Grant guy.
What? I'm just a
You are?
girl standing in front of a guy asking him to love her. You don't. That movie, that scene, no, nothing. You're dead inside.
Which one? What is that? Is that
Notting
about
Hill.
a boy?
Yeah, come on, that's Notting Hill.
Notting
Who
Hill.
is? Doesn't Deadpool say that? In
Julia
one of
Roberts.
them? There's one of them
Yes, he
that says
does.
that.
Does
That's
he?
why he
In the-
does
No,
it.
it's Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. I'm just a girl standing in front of a guy. Wait, no, wait. Oh, that's a great part of
I
that
thought
movie.
this was going to be a structured conversation, and we're all over the place.
Oh, do you want us to go back to? So, David, if you will, tell me about today's political climate.
So, did you hear me say Hugh Grant instead of
Yeah,
Hugh
thank you.
Jackman?
I did.
I want to drink my delicious Scooter's white mocha coffee in my Premier Bank of the South cup.
And I just want to say thank you guys for offering
Never again.
me a drink.
Never. I just want to tell
really
everybody.
nobody's done
Called
that.
this guy, asked him to get him a coffee. Why, no.
If I had to do
They'd
this,
walk in. You just do that because you're running late?
my thing is when you said you don't drink coffee, you're like dead to me. I can't. If
I
it
don't.
weren't
I'm not a
directed by the
coffee
boss,
guy.
I wouldn't be here for this. Now I'd have gotten out of the truck and walked back.
Well, the door's still open.
Oh, man, you got me on that one.
It's going to take me a while to get these off my massive head, but I'll go.
You might-
We got you.
You
Jacob's
bought
got
those
you
now.
trapped.
They're done.
The headphones are the trap.
Well, we've covered just about everything we need to cover today. What? All right, let's exclude superhero. What's your favorite movie?
Oh man, Braveheart,
Of all time.
Oh, that's nice.
hands down.
Yeah. That's a tough one to
And
watch,
that's a
though,
rip-
right?
It is. There are parts in that movie that just.
What's so tough about it to watch?
Well, I was going to tell you.
Man,
So I was going to say it's
The ending?
gut wrenching, but the ending
It
is gut
literally
wrenching.
gut-wrenching.
But that movie's amazing.
Yeah, I'd always turn it off right before the end.
Oh, it's tough.
I mean, that's just let's leave right after he wins that last battle.
yeah.
But
end
you
it
have to
there.
watch the part where Mirren comes walking through when he's looking at her. That brings it back to the center. It's beautiful.
You got to watch the end just for when that guy throws that big, huge sword.
Oh, man, come on,
And then what's his name? He shouts it out.
Robert the Bruce,
No. What's Mel Gibson's character's name?
Willem Wallace.
Wallace.
William Wallace.
That's what he hollers whenever he throws that sword. Yeah.
The worst part is they kind of leave it up to your imagination. I mean, they don't really show anything.
They did win that battle.
Historically,
Historically.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, after the movie.
Yeah, no, like
So
real
like
life.
after
Yeah.
Not after the movie's gone.
The
I'm sorry.
sequel. Is there
I don't know
a
if you, I don't know if
sequel?
you know
Yeah,
this, but movies
There is
stop
a
whenever
sequel.
it goes
There is a
black. It
sequel.
stops.
The sequel is Robert the Bruce. Terrible movie.
was it bad?
It's historical. It's terrible.
Same guy.
Same
Sorry,
guy.
everybody. I'm coughing. Just
And he's a
just
fantastic
hate
actor, but it's a terrible movie.
it. Same guy.
Same guy plays Robert the Bruce.
And it
Again.
really was a follow up.
It really was a follow up.
Didn't Robert Bruce lose Scotland back?
He did. You can look it up. And kilts were not worn in that time period. You can look that up too.
Look
Historical.
at this. I like it.
My beautiful wife texted me, so I had to answer that.
Yeah. Priorities.
She says I never talk about her, so I'm going to talk about her.
Here we go.
incessantly.
Tell us about.
Oh, she is a
wife.
beautiful, beautiful young lady who I have completely outkicked my coverage. I don't need either one of
Oh,
y'all
God,
to shake
yeah, you
your
did
head
on
in
that one.
agreement, please. Yeah, both y'all are just chomping at the bit, say something bad about me. So, what's your favorite movie outside? Well, you don't even like comic book movies. You still haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine,
I
have you?
haven't, but I've seen the first two Deadpools.
You're friends with this guy?
But I haven't seen the.
just-
Wait, you've seen the first two and you haven't seen the third one, the greatest Marvel
Yeah.
movie in
It's
cinema.
not. It's not
Oh,
out
you
yet,
can't say
right?
that.
Oh, yes, I can.
On
Oh, you're gonna
on
get-
streaming.
I watched Infinity War over the
We're
weekend.
gonna get canceled.
And Endgame
We're
2
gonna
nights
get
ago.
canceled.
But Deadpool
What
Wolverine
for? Why?
brings it.
Because that's a very controversial.
It is highly
topic.
controversial.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
It's been Infinity War, Endgame back and forth for years, but
Just because in Endgame was just the build up doesn't mean it's the best, by the way. It's a very good movie.
oh, it's amazing.
But Deadpool and Wolverine really is a great movie.
Non-stop from the beginning
throughout.
to the end.
The whole thing.
Do you like comic book movies at all?
Yeah, I watch.
Like,
I've seen most of
apparently,
them.
since you've seen Deadpool and Wolverine, so
I didn't
many
make it
times.
to the theater. Oh man, we missed it. I think there were a lot of kids movies out at that time. We were going to see the kids.
Don't
movies.
take your kids to it.
No.
Do not
no.
take your kids to it.
I asked my 19-year-old, have you seen it yet? Just be careful.
I had a few buddies, and I was at football, and he said, "Hey, I thought it was a kids movie, and we had to leave." I'm like, "Oh yeah!" Immediately, you left.
So are we going to go see Venom together, or do I just have to go with a...
When does this come
Did
out?
it come out?
It came out last Thursday.
Oh, it's
Was it
already
out?
Yes, out. I count the minutes till I get to go.
Is there? Yeah, we'll go see it.
Okay.
That's mine.
Today-
His pastime is to go watch movies.
Today, let me check my AMC
Always with a
app.
seat in between. Just
A seat in
before you
between.
make
Well,
any
popcorn's got to
comments.
go somewhere because
Yeah.
the first time I sat in his lap, he got all offended.
That's good, Lord. We did just get canceled completely on that one. Everybody's like, nope.
Sorry, Holly.
We got it's all right. Let's at the movies. We're just going to keep this a good light because there's really no substance to talk about with this guy. We'll get to you in a minute. Maybe talk about something about
Who
you.
are you talking about?
Yeah. And I'm rather talk to Michael because apparently you're on your phone for some reason.
Yeah.
Because
He's got
Depp,
preoccupied.
Venom
This is
comes
the
out.
first guest
there's
we've
a
had
first
that is
one.
rude enough to be on
the
their
phone.
phone.
But look, there's a showing at 2:30. We could catch that. Go to lunch. Go see Venom.
if
great
you don't
work
do
day.
well in this,
Yes.
you're going to have a lot of free time. So, back to my
High stakes.
original question.
Let me put that phone face down.
What,
Silent.
going to the movies, what's your go-to? What's the one thing you have to have?
Oh man, I like quiet. Like
Can't go
not
with us.
not a lot of.
Can't go with us. He doesn't drink coffee.
I don't like a lot of rustling of
concession
rappers
stand.
and
God. So you're that guy?
yeah, but apparently this is how old I've gotten. Is the last time we went and saw a movie, apparently some people started moving, shuffling around behind me, and I got kind of ill about it. My wife was like, "Well, if you would quit snoring, they wouldn't have to move." I fell asleep
What movie
in the
was it?
movie.
I gotta know. What
I
movie?
don't even remember.
Had to be Titanic.
No,
it
it wasn't
Titanic?
Titanic. No, this was recent. This wasn't 90.
1997?
Yeah,
I'm older than you guys. My mind goes a different place.
it feels modern.
Have you turned into a get off my lawn guy?
Ooh.
a little
have,
bit?
haven't you?
A little bit. We have a 4-way stop in our neighborhood.
Oh, do
I'm
you
on the
sit there and
corner.
police it?
I don't sit there.
You sit in the
but
yard
if
in
I
a lawn
see
chair.
it, because the kids ride the bike.
Are you the head
sometimes,
of your
know?
neighborhood watch?
I'm not the head, but that
You
does
remember
irritate
though,
me.
aren't you? Did you hear how he said that? I'm not the head. I'm the lieutenant.
We've got a loop, you know. We keep people in the loop.
Do y-
Me
y'all
and
have a chat
Harold,
group?
and yeah.
He starts with me.
Oh, no,
me
no.
and Harold.
They're not online. It's not a chat group.
Oh,
It's
good God.
we just have
Oh,
to
you have to call each
and-
other. You have radio. You have radios, don't
It's
you?
a radio situation.
Walkie talkies. Let's call them what they are.
What walkie talkies? All right. What's something? Because this is getting nowhere from Grumphead over here. What's your go-to? You.
You.
No.
Oh man,
This is turning.
We
out-
watched
This
the,
is turn-
no,
I was
we
gonna
have
say
watched.
dirty words here in a minute.
We have watched the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe together,
this is taking a lot of turns.
except I think we missed Iron Man because you were probably in middle
We
school.
missed Avengers.
We did miss Avengers. Okay, but we've watched it together since. For me, Reese's Pieces.
Yeah,
All right. So neither one of y'all are going to say that you have to have some popcorn.
I don't get
have
popcorn.
to.
My wife,
I
my
like
wife
it.
and kids
I like
do.
it.
See, popcorn would be the thing that I'd get.
That's your go-to
oh my gosh,
every time.
with extra butter,
Yeah.
and I want the
What
biggest
about-
bucket that they make.
Do you put,
But
do
then
you
he
put
gets-
the
then he
stuff
get-
on it? The was
What's
it
that?
cheese?
No, he
like
don't.
the shaker of
I want the
But-
pump.
The-
butter
you're going-
That's just clogging arteries as soon as it hits the popcorn. But I'm
multiple pumps.
Don't you dare just give me one pump and then hand me that bag. I will throw it back at you.
No butter.
Yeah,
No.
he's a
We-
no
I know.
butter guy, which
Yeah.
is just.
I walk in with my bucket, I buy the bucket.
Yeah.
And say no butter, and he just stares at me for like 30 seconds.
Do they even do the bucket anymore?
Yeah.
Yes.
We've
They still
got
do?
we've got
What
a
is-
bucket.
What is it now?
Oh, God.
What's on it? Like Barbie?
The date. No, it's just a bunch of colors. It's neutral.
Oh, they used to do the theme bucket.
a movie on it.
They
I don't
used to
think
do
they
the
did.
cups
They do
that was
that.
themed. And we have spent 20 minutes talking about movies and nobody cares.
Listen, all the viewers are gone anyways. It's just us here.
Now
guys.
it's might as well we
It's
just
just
talk.
us.
Well, now we can talk.
We've lost everybody.
What else do we want to talk
Mission
about?
accomplished. You're welcome.
Hey, when's the new Mission Impossible movie come out?
I have no idea. I haven't seen the last one.
Oh, it was good.
I know.
It was
Okay,
good.
well, somebody would never meet me at the theater to go see it.
I didn't see it at the theater.
I know you didn't. You bought it.
Yes.
You watched it.
Yes.
I know. But
And it's fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good one.
I mean, I'm not
They're
the
all
biggest
pretty
Tom
good.
Cruise guy.
I like
but
him.
No, but he does
he's
Mission
a weirdo. I don't
Impossible.
want to hang out with him, but he's a good actor.
This last one was really good.
I'm more of a James Bond guy.
The newer ones.
I do
Now,
think
nothing beats Sean Connery and Roger Moore era. But
Daniel
Daniel
Craig.
Craig
Casino Royale is my favorite Bond movie.
No Time to Die, last one. My favorite.
Really?
He brought emotion into that one. Showed that Bond had a different dynamic.
Yeah, but I know. I just
And
it's not the way
spoiler,
Bond is supposed to.
he died.
You're not supposed to say that.
Controversy.
Well, it's not going to be on the. They're going to.
If you don't know by
anyway.
now, then you don't need to know. I mean, you should have watched the movies.
Have y'all seen have y'all gone back to and rewatched any of the older ones?
Oh, every time
when they
have
come on
marathon.
TBS or
Some of those
TNT or-
effects and things. Do you remember the one where he's in the spa kind of place and gets on the massage table? Do y'all remember that? And
Sure
it's like
which
an
movie it was.
automatic.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're watching
it's
James
a-
Bond.
I was terrified.
I'm pretty sure.
I was terrified where the one where he went swimming and they released a bull shark into the pool.
Ooh.
As a kid, I
Oh,
kept.
that's
I know it's right there on the tip of my. on my
it's
brain.
Timothy Dalton.
it is.
Was James Bond.
Oh, this was
which
before
one?
Dalton. I'm thinking it was Roger Moore.
Which
You're
one?
talking about
What
that had
was
the
that?
laser on its head, like the real stupid stuff.
No, you're talking about Austin Powers.
No,
No, that was a classic.
Michael, what's our viewer count at this point?
Listen, I didn't know this was possible, but we're at negative. Like people, I don't know what that means exactly, but they're
basically-
pushing it away. They're closing everything
People
out.
guys,
are
you're
calling
welcome.
right
We have
now
set a
saying,
new
Please
standard."
make them stop.
Yes.
I set a new standard. You're welcome. This
Yeah,
is awesome.
it is
Yeah,
a new
it's
standard.
gold standard is what you bring up.
Everything goes up from here.
Oh,
Look, I'm just going off of what the moderator puts out. I have no
let's.
control of topics.
We do talk about people
Okay.
when they're here, so we'll talk a little bit about you begrudgingly. How long do I have to talk about him?
I may step away for a minute.
Yes.
Don't worry. I'll talk about me.
Yeah, I promise you. We can walk away and he won't even notice. All right. How long were you in education?
28 years. Not counting substitute teaching and all
Okay.
the fun things, yeah.
How long does that take? Like when you're in school and you start subbing, then you
Oh,
start
man.
your.
I was subbing just to make money in Auburn City schools.
Is that
while I was
before
getting
you
my
knew you
degree.
wanted to be a teacher?
No, I didn't want to be a teacher. I was getting my, kind of get my feet wet.
So you're like in the process of getting the degree, or
Yeah,
what?
I was getting my early childhood education degree, and there was a huge call in Auburn City schools for substitutes. And the first day I showed up at Auburn Early Ed Center, they thought I was in the wrong place because you got this 6'3" guy coming in talking about. I had a full beard, lustrous hair.
I was about to say you had full head of hair.
Look
back
like,
then.
look like Mufasa, like one of the Gibb brothers. But yeah, I walked in and First day, I never forget, they put me in the pink pod. That was my first experience in kindergarten.
pink pod.
Pink pod. They had pink, blue, and green pods.
Wow.
That was amazing. And I fell in love with it that day. I said, I know what I want to do. I'm sure about my decision. And it went from there.
It's and you brought that up before, but you are not your prototypical elementary teacher.
Early childhood, more specifically, pre-K through grade 3. I can't teach above third. I taught kindergarten and second grade.
But yet you are the most loved teacher, administrator, whatever I've ever seen.
I had cookies and candy jars on my desk.
Yeah.
And I gave away like gift cards.
It goes back to, and it's just, I remember the first time that I ever met him, it was in East. Mm-hmm. He still had hair. Mm-hmm. I guess you had a full beard then too.
I did.
You? But
Give me what kind of year is this? Well, where are we at? About like 2008?
I remember it being 08.
Slate would have been in third grade, so he's 20. How old are you in third grade? Eight or 9? He'd been 8.
Yeah.
So about
20, that's 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Yeah, I was. Wow.
That was when you first came to Coleman?
No, that's
No, I
when
came
I
in
first.
That's when you first met him.
You'd been there, what, 2 years?
Yeah, we actually met earlier than that when Premier stepped in to adopt us for the Adopt School program. You came over to check it out, yes.
No, I met you at open house.
I know that.
Yeah.
But I met you at the bank once.
Oh,
No,
I made one
There
heck
was
of
an
an impact.
earlier meeting that you don't remember.
He makes up stuff, and he's so stubborn, he'll even argue with his employer.
Oh, that's right.
'Cause I didn't know
he
what
is
the guy
correct.
looked
That was
like.
about 2012. That's correct.
Then this behemoth comes around the corner, and I said, "Who's that guy?" And that's Mr. Wiggins. And then we didn't like each other at all at first.
No.
Took several meetings, and eventually we kind of hit it off.
You can smell the sarcasm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at first it was love at first
Oh,
sight.
he hugged me when he left.
No, I did not.
Okay, I hugged him.
How many? I'm a real huggable person. Real hug happy over here.
Yeah, I'm a very physical, contact, touchy kind of guy, and he is
Yeah, and
not.
Is that why you have the chair in between at the movie theater?
Oh, 100%. Because he would sit right next to
You
me.
told me it's because the popcorn goes there, so we.
Yeah.
It's a buffer.
Why do you think
Okay.
I get that huge thing of popcorn? Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
So, but back to what I was saying after I was so rudely interrupted by both of you. It's just if you don't mind, turn your mics and cameras off and let me just speak directly to the audience. No, but it's when I saw you I see this big hulking guy come around the corner. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And the kids are, chasing after him. And with so much
principal.
joy, with their principal. And then I watched, and the very first thing is I noticed about him, he was calling every one of those children by their name.
Do you have a good memory, or are you just it's
No.
the kids?
I don't. I really don't. I forget things I talked about yesterday, but with the kids, there's something about it. I remember every single child. I'll say this. I was asked once by Dr. Harris, the superintendent here that hired me, Dr. Jan Irons Harris, amazing educator, amazing woman. She asked me once, how do you do this? Is there some kind of a trick? The honest answer is just, you respect them enough to learn their name. And you just fall in love with them. So they're your kids. You know your kids' names.
And
Our principals. Did your
No, mine did not. No.
now, luckily, that was back in the day. If they knew your name,
It was bad. It wasn't good.
no.
No.
There was nothing good about them knowing your name.
To me, especially in Coleman, and his influence has gotten more state because he does so many conferences and things. He's changed the way that parents, students, and principals themselves view that position. It's instead of just being the leader, the hierarchy, if you see the principal coming, you stand up straight at attention like it's a general coming down. I want to emulate that guy. I want to follow that guy because that's my leader, and I know that he'll protect me. And I've never said that to you, and he's looking at me like I'm about to hit some kind of punchline, but it's true. How about that for off the cuff?
That is
by the way?
amazing. This is
I was not
recorded.
planning on saying anything nice
This
about
is
you.
recorded, right? So I can play
That's
this
right.
back, hold
That's
on
right.
to it. When my review comes up, I'm going to play that again.
Where
This is when
David,
you were
where
in
did,
education.
where did where did that come from? What is that? Just did that come from somebody in your past? Did you have that example somewhere? Or
I always go back to one teacher, third grade, Bluff City Elementary in Eufaula, Alabama, Virginia Crumpler.
Crumpler,
Crumpler.
Mrs.
And I can't make that
Crumpler.
up, Mrs. Crumpler. She is the reason I'm a reader. She's the reason I love school. I always wanted to be, of course, Spider-Man, a police officer, a Marine, something of that nature. But Mrs. Crumpler changed that up in third grade. So, yeah. She loved every
Where was
kid.
that?
Bluff City Elementary in Eufaula, Alabama.
Eufaula, Alabama.
Eufaula City Schools. Go Tigers.
Which is where you're from.
Hometown, born and raised. On the playgrounds where I spent my life.
Chilling out, Max, and relaxing on.
Come on.
Shooting some
There
b-ball.
you go.
You want to get in on this?
This is where he's saying a couple of guys who are up no good.
What? Yeah.
Started making trouble in my neighborhood.
I got in one little fight and my mom got scared.
All right.
Now, this is before you walk up and slap him and say, keep my name out your mouth kind of thing.
Oh, that's nice.
That way. You're welcome. Brought to you by Premier Bank of the South.
No, don't say it after that.
Wha-bam!
Well, bam.
All right, you were at East how many years?
17.
Were you really?
I was. I don't know. I've been told I was the longest sitting principal there. I can't validate that, but I just enjoyed my time there.
And you love the children, and that's not, and you loved what you did, but you love being at East.
There's something magical about that beautiful little elementary school. Something magical. The history there, 1936. It's still got the original wood floors laid in 34. It's amazing. The beadboard ceilings are still there. The smell when you walk in,
It's
like
the
walking into
same.
somebody.
It's
It
the
is.
same.
I walked in there the other day to give them a Premier Bank sponsored shout out to a teacher, and it still smells. It's
Same thing.
Beautiful. It's home. It's home. Always be home.
It's,
But the bank comes first.
yeah.
Premier
Did you
Bank
go
of
to
the
East,
South.
Jacob?
No, I went to West.
You went to West? It's probably got the same smell too, I'm guessing,
Yeah. Like
when you go in.
I don't. Or of course, right now I'm so stopped up I can't smell anything. So it's I'll just have to take y'all's word for it.
And I wore deodorant cologne for this, and you can't smell. Okay. It's Spider-Man cologne, by the way.
There's no such thing.
TJ
Is there?
Maxx, $10.
Oh, don't
TJ
don't.
Maxx Spider-Man
He'll pull
cologne.
out the weirdest Spider-Man stuff.
What does it smell like? It's
Spider-Man.
sweaty Spider-Man
It
suit?
smells.
Sweaty Spider-Man. That's gross.
You just went ready. Here it goes. It smells amazing.
Nobody will get that, by the way.
I quoted it so everybody will get amazing.
Nobody
Spider-Man.
will understand
The
what you're
Amazing
talking
Spider-Man
about.
comic title.
What
I
about
need-
Spectacular?
Movie.
What about Superior?
That's a good one too. But that's when Doc Ock took over. Okay, we're not going to get into that. We're going to stay on this train because I'm enjoying this conversation.
Yeah, because I said something nice about you.
I just
it won't happen
keep
again.
that coming. Oh, are we done?
No, we're done with all that. All right. You transitioned into the private industry.
Yes.
You did come work at the bank.
Yes.
And I will say this, Michael, you've been around him enough. His personality was a huge draw for me because he can talk to anybody.
Yeah.
He
What?
is just he's likable. People are drawn to him. It's a perfect fit.
It's
for
a
the
good
bank.
fit to get out. Because you know what I always put in y'all's posts? I always put, and y'all never told me to do this, but I
Yeah,
just
friendliest,
friendliest-
bank in town. And I
friendliest bank
appreciate
in
that.
town because my kids know what bank do you have kids are like, I want to go to the bank. My kids do every time when I'm like, hey, I'm going to the bank. We want to come. They want to get the popcorn. They want to get a drink. You know,
They got little Debbie cakes.
They
We've
got
got
the
the
snacks.
candy, soft
it is
drinks.
yeah. So that's
And
it's a great fit.
That with him, he is so much better at getting out and about in front of people and going to things than I am, especially that's what we needed to be able to get out there and have good representation for the bank. And he is a perfect fit.
Yeah, you've done great.
Thank you. I had no
done
idea of all the things that we did.
Y'all
at
do a
Premier Bank
lot.
South. Oh my
Y'all
gosh.
do a lot. I was up at we've got basketball practices.
Yes.
Looking at the court
Yes.
at the Vinemont Middle School,
There you go.
Premier Bank,
Yes.
right there on it.
Yours going to Vinemont?
Yeah, I got two. Hey, I got one at Coleman High School, two at Vinemont. That's all right.
So you're
Go Vinemont Eagles.
Go
you're
Eagles.
living in Vinemont area now, huh?
We're pretty close.
Hey, Bob, what kind of
Give him
shirt you got on
autograph.
today?
Kaiju ramen.
Oh my God!
Godzilla sort of situation.
I'm watching Blue Eyed Samurai.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Just picked it up the other day. It was recommended by one of our tech guys, and I said, I'll check it out. I'm not a big anime kind of guy, but Samurai, all right.
You can
It's
get
pretty
in
cool.
on that.
Had to
Yeah.
be John. Had to be John
How'd you know?
recommended it.
How'd you know? He comes while we talk comics.
Oh, and
You have-
he's a force to be reckoned
I'm
with.
going to say you
when
have
it
the
comes
coolest
to
people working at the bank, and I'm not saying me because we know I
better
am, but
not.
the other people, just coolest people.
comics. Well, they say
I have a
that
lot of fun when I come by.
You're only as smart as the people you surround yourself by. So
That is so true.
Look, when I usually want to stop in, I just want to make a deposit or something. I'll end up being there for 45
You'll go over and talk to
minutes.
Paul, and that's
Yeah,
there's no
Paul-
telling what kind of
Man,
conversation.
I
is
love
happening in
talking to
there.
Paul.
Oh, Paul is a. You need
He
to
makes
get
me
him
laugh.
on camera and just let Paul go.
I'm trying to, actually. I'm trying to get him and Matt Carter on.
I was with
Well,
him on the
you're not
golf
going to have to
course.
talk. You just let
I
those
know.
two
That's
just
the
go.
whole plan. Let them go.
I was with him on the golf course for the Florida Police Department tournament. I got to tell you, had the best experience with Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a legend. Everywhere
Yeah.
I go, it's like Mr. Bedard, Johnny Cook, Paul, Gary, Tina, Trey, all these people's names just keep dropping. I'm like, yeah, I'll work with them. So that gives
Yeah.
me some kind of street cred. But Paul,
You notice who didn't say it.
he was fun.
Here I am making up all this nice crap. About him.
Noticeably missing from this list.
That's fine. Throw out everybody else, pal. See how well that treats you.
Look, I'll say this. Tracy and Paul at Kiwanis Club are hilarious. They make that club fun.
You got to give them credit. They do. They're fun.
Now, was that a shameless plug for Kiwanis?
Good
If
touch.
you're looking for a good volunteer nonprofit organization, Kiwanis Club.
you gonna put the membership application up right now?
I might need to. I might need to.
Click
We need-
below for
we
your
need-
membership application.
Try to get that membership up to double digits.
You're-
to Michael.
David, listen. Last week there were 6 of us at the meeting,
Oh.
so you know.
2 hands.
That's it.
what? You're in Lions Club, aren't you?
Oh, boy. I'm in Lions and We Serve and a number of other boards, yes.
Did you work at the fair?
I did. I am fry cook extraordinaire. David Bussman trusts me and taught me how to do funnel cakes and corn dogs, but chicken fingers.
Did you
and
actually
fries-
cook?
Oh man, I haven't posted pictures because We Serve. It's not about individual service; it's about the
Yeah,
organization.
come on, keep going.
But no, there are great pictures of me back there serving.
We serve.
We serve.
That's the name of the group.
That's it. And literally, when you join Lions, you have 30 seconds to talk about yourself, and you do it any other time you're fine, because it's about
You're not supposed
organization
to,
and
I don't
community.
think you're supposed to talk about it.
We serve.
All you do.
We serve.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to say.
Right now, if you need free eye
Oh, Lord.
screenings,
Cut this out.
They're at the Good
Get it.
Samaritan Clinic. Our mobile eyesight truck is there. Just head on down.
Hold on just a second. Give him a second. No, I mean, please continue. It's just an infomercial for you. Just do spots.
Brought to you by Premier Bank of the South.
The friendliest bank in town.
Thank you, Michael. Your only family-founded, locally owned, operated, and controlled bank in Coleman, Morgan, Winston, and Madison counties.
There you go. I'll tell you what,
this way.
I've actually been going up to the Vinemont branch lately.
They are so
How they treat you?
Great.
Good. They better.
Fantastic. it's a good.
It's such a nice and comfortable office. You walk in, just the climate is just welcoming. Of course, I love going to West Point. I get the perk. I get to drive around to different offices. Today, I'm going to West Point and Good Hope.
What do you do there? You get in and just what?
Take on pastries and drink coffee.
Hang out.
He's a cheerleader.
Yeah.
And I say that, and I mean that as a compliment. That
No,
he
we-
can go in. It's what's funny is our whole organization has the same culture. And our main focus is we really want to take care of customers. That sounds like a catchphrase, but it's not. I mean, that's
true.
why we're there. We want to take care of customers. What's great is you can go to each one of the locations and they have their own personality.
Their climate's different.
It's still everybody's under the same culture umbrella. That the customer comes first. That's who we're going to take it. We're going to go out of our way to help them. But the way that they do that, you'll have some that might be a little more business-like, and then you've got some that are country. Some that are just as outgoing, bubbly, happy, no matter what the day is. It's neat to go around, and he gets to bring that energy just to get them pep back up. Because, hey, we all get down.
So what you're saying is it's more about the people involved than say like.
Oh, my gosh.
So at the school, I used to use on
both
y'all stop talking on our social media posts for East Elementary. I would put a hashtag. I'm just gonna keep running through this one.
Oh, man.
I
Well,
put hashtag
sorry.
Happy School.
I enjoy doing this show with you, Michael.
It's not out. Did I just get fired?
And I'm doing hashtag Happy Bank
Did I just,
for the bank.
did I just get fired?
We've stayed pretty uncontroversial now, buddy. We're in it. So let's just get
Of
in
all
it.
the things I said about Marvel movies, nothing. No, but the reality of it is, he's right.
Next, we're going to talk about politics and religion and everything else. So let's
you
go.
stop?
It's just
Well, I gotta go.
Just going to get relaxed here. Let me lay back, pull my mic By the way, I really love this mic. That
It's
I
a
can
good
get
one.
right
Yeah.
there. I don't know if you can even hear me because I refuse to wear
Well,
your
you just
headphones.
left
You're in there
turn
good.
that
And I
one.
can promise you, I will never wear the headphones that he's got on. They'll fall down below my ears.
Look, they go back. They reform.
There's no way.
These memory foam.
That thing is stretched to the max.
No, there's this thing that at East Elementary I put #HappySchool because it was my goal, and I know this may sound unpopular to some leaders, but my goal was to make the environment happy for your kids and your teachers and your parents. Because if you're happy coming to work, you're going to be more successful, more productive, and frankly, who wants to work somewhere they're not happy? So I absolutely did. I fought, whether it was delivering coffee. Gosh, the assistant principal right now, I guarantee you today he's delivered somebody a cup of coffee to their classroom, making copies, hugging a child, whatever it is. But happy school. But I'm trying to do the same thing with the bank, Happy Bank. Everybody's amazing there. I told one of our managers the other day, she was talking about something that got done for customer appreciation. I said, this is one of the things that made me want to be here because that connection among people in the organization almost mirrors what is at East Elementary. When I was there, it was this.
Well, you don't always think of banks as happy places,
No.
right? So that's cool
No.
to, like I said, with my kids, they're excited to go.
Absolutely. I mean, we have a good time at the bank. And that, again, that's the thing. When
I may come by and hang out today.
come on.
Y'all have got me jazzed up now.
Well, I mean, the mentality I had of banking, my mother was a longtime Central Bank to Compass Bank employee, was always, old guys in suits, and
Right.
offices,
That's it.
cigars,
Yeah.
stiff, boring. You walk in our bank, some days you'll walk in any of the offices and you'll have Disney movies on or the latest ball game or World Series recap. Something's on. Everybody's having a great time, popsicles in the heat, hot chocolate in the winter months. It's just a great place and everybody greets you when you walk in. I always felt comfortable and welcome when I went there as a customer.
Now,
I don't. Okay.
here's why.
Why?
Starts with the leadership.
No, that's not what I'm going to say.
Dang, do I get that point though?
No, but this is
okay, that's fine.
in all reality. How many times have you walked in somewhere? It's dead silent. And as soon as you walk in, everybody just looks at you and doesn't say a word, and it's
That's
the
it.
most awkward thing in the world.
That's it.
And a lot of times, people when they're coming to a bank, they're needing help with something, and they don't know if they can get that help or not.
Right.
You're coming into
You're
a
asking
bank
for
saying,
something.
"Hey, I need your help. Will you trust me enough to give me whatever
A lot
amount of
tension
money?"
there. Yeah.
And so they're already a little bit on edge. So why make it worse by making it for lack of a better term, a funeral home?
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
why not make it a little more just to where it's doesn't need to be a place of sorrow. Now, there's a fine line. You can't be just a complete carnival.
can't right. It's
I mean,
not.
you've got to be respected enough to be able to hold people's money, and then I hope that we send out that message.
We do.
But at the same time, it's not the old days where you have to be a guy in a suit that comes out and is very stoic and can't crack a smile because
Right.
I'm not going to work somewhere like that.
I can't imagine Paul doing that anyway. And listen, I probably will have to edit this out, but my uncle always says, most beautiful people in town at Premier Bank. That's why he goes.
You tell
He
your
loves
uncle
it.
I said thank
He
you.
loves it.
I do a lot of care to keep it trimmed and looking
Yeah,
nice.
it used to be
and-
that way until we hired some. By the way, the facial hair used to be a lot darker when we first met.
So moving on to the next topic. Jeez, ouch. No shave.
I can't say
Are
much
we doing
there.
No Shave November?
Do I look like I'm doing No Shave November?
It's October 30th.
Do I look like I'm doing No Shave November?
It's October 30th.
No.
You did last year.
Right.
You had a good
No, I didn't
beard.
last-
You did- yes,
that
you
was
did.
the year
Yes, you
before.
did.
I didn't
it
have
that
beard
long
last
ago?
year. Yeah.
Because I would love to see how it comes in. If it comes in white. Yeah, I've already been told I look a lot like
Yours?
George Clooney. So I just want to do
If you're, yeah, when he's in the astronaut suit. I don't know if your head fit in that.
Okay,
Is he
painful,
reaching?
painful
Right.
story.
Do it.
Masquerade ball. Of course, sponsored by Premier Bank of the South. I went to get a
Friendliest
mask at party time. I walked in there. I said, I need a mask. And the ladies knew me and they said, oh, let's get you a mask. Men's masks are up here. I said, I'm sorry. I need a Batman mask. I want to wear a Batman mask to the masquerade ball.
They didn't have one that fit you.
No. The adult Batman mask would go for my
Did it look like a little kid's
man.
mask, like a little Robert
the
mask?
the nose was up here pointing up. I couldn't get over.
Oh man.
I said, well, it's a nice try. That's all right.
What size hat do you wear?
7 and 7/8. Let's say an 8. Matt and I, Gentry and I were talking about that the other day. I got a
I'm
big
a
head.
7 3/4 guy, so I feel your pain.
Yeah, no, you don't.
No, I mean, my head's not near as just massive as yours.
Thank you for that.
Mine's above average.
Yeah, okay.
Did you dance at the ball?
No.
Was there any dance?
God, he threw me off of that
No.
question. I thought,
I did to a
what?
dance. What? In what capacity?
Wait, so they didn't dance at the
No.
ball?
No.
Okay.
It's a masquerade ball.
It was a beautiful ball, though. Beautiful.
He was the MC.
I'm confused a little. Am I the only one?
I don't
that-
think a ball is like what it used to be.
No,
I
this
gotcha.
This was
Okay.
victim service, and masquerade was a point. Everybody wore the mask.
Yeah.
And
When I
dressed
think
very
of
nice.
masquerade ball, I think of like the labyrinth, when they're dancing around. David Bowie, Nobody.
I watched
Nothing?
that movie Friday.
Did you?
It came on.
You know
it
what
came
I'm
on-
talking about.
It came on Roku.
You know.
and you can't not watch the
Yeah.
labyrinth when
You
it's
want
on.
to bet?
Oh man, you would love it.
Has he seen?
You
Have
would love
seen
it.
Wait, have you seen the labyrinth?
No.
We've got to set this up. Let's.
You can't say
we'll
anything
put it
to
on
me.
now.
I tell you what,
I-
you watch Deadpool.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Wolverine. All right.
Then we'll.
All right.
And can I say this about that movie? It's not just because of the one-liners and the comedy. There's some emotional
Yeah.
moment. Oh my gosh!
You know what is, and this sounds way too serious talking
yeah,
about
look back
Deadpool
around,
Wolverine,
guys.
but the depth of the acting in that is
Oscar.
it's neat to see. Think of a comic book movie, it's just especially Deadpool. He's going to be just stupid, funny humor, but there is some acting. You're like, wow,
They
you can
get
go
into
from this just stupid comic book movie to serious drama
amazing.
in the blink of an eye, and then it's back, and then it's one line it'll snap you out of it, and you're like, okay.
These are blackout, aren't they?
Mirrored.
Because if people saw me, they would be honking relentlessly.
You just broke the fourth wall. You're not supposed to talk about anything going on.
Thank you, Michael. I love your sound effects.
Thank you.
You have a laser gun?
Laser gun.
I need some
Because I could just.
laser gun. Hold on.
Please tell.
Let's go backwards on that one.
Star
Like
Wars.
a pew pew
Luke
sound or
Skywalker.
something.
Ooh, let's talk
Is that-
Star Wars.
We will be here till tomorrow.
You a Star Wars guy?
I've seen them all.
Oh, okay. Let's move on to another
Hold
topic.
on.
We were
Hold
talking
on.
about.
Let me justify it though.
There's no justification,
I haven't
Michael.
been thrilled with the latest.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
No.
like the new
Like what?
spin-offs, Obi-Wan. Man,
the
I tried to
fight
watch
scene.
that. It was the weirdest, like when Vader comes after him and the fire
is.
stops at the little line of fire kind of keeps him from going out. Did y'all see this?
Oh, this is the main
watched it, but I
argument
don't
we
remember.
have constantly, the final battle scene.
Yeah,
fight
that's-
scene. We just can't.
They never should have had that fight after. What is it? Mustafar.
Hold on.
the planet,
Are we
yes.
talking about Obi-Wan?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't finish it after like episode 3 or something.
Well, you missed some pretty good
got-
Vader scenes.
Okay.
I'm a Vader guy.
Okay. Yeah.
You missed some
boy,
scenes,
is he a
but then the end scene's so stupid. It's just
it bad?
they ruined it.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan and him were not supposed to ever meet. They're supposed to, whenever he cuts his arms and legs off, he's not supposed to see him again until he's on the Death Star.
Yeah.
Then they have that, and then they messed it up with Obi-Wan chasing a dollar.
But I liked the
God, and nobody cares about what we're talking about.
I was about to say, let's go back to me and East Elementary. That was beautiful. I love what you said there. Say it again.
Have we talked about anything yet? that
And then
anybody's
we
gonna
moved on
listen
to the bank, climate and culture. Talked about the bank. I can't wait to see what else you got
listen,
up your
I'll
sleeve
tell you
for
this. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm having fun. So that's
It's all about
for the negative 5 people
maybe it's
watching.
really coming through the
I do
screen.
have to point out, he said there would be snacks. He told me it's like there would be
Snacks?
snacks. There's a whole table here with no snacks.
Who promised
Hate it.
snacks?
Jacob. I don't go anywhere without food.
He's such a.
Can you DoorDash something?
I mean, we could. That was actually not a bad idea.
Just saying.
Maybe
What- all right.
spice it up a little bit.
Ooh, hot ones. Don't talk about hot ones.
Here we go. What is your go-to place to eat around here?
Do I look like I'm picky about my go-to place to eat? I mean, it's just whatever's closest that I have a coupon for.
Well, all right.
Okay, so go-to place to eat. Pastries, flavors. Candy, Colonel Coleman. Breakfast, downtown. I mean, come on. I mean, Busy Bee. There's
Okay.
no question.
What kind of breakfast do you get?
Oh man, traditional American platter. I get the scrambled eggs with cheese, bacon, toast, hash browns, good cup of coffee, and a Premier Bank.
So you're bacon, not sausage.
I'm bacon, not sausage. Now, don't get me wrong. Kaneka comes second to nothing.
Kaneka.
Hickory smoked Kaneka.
What
Second
about
to nothing.
grits or hash browns?
Hash browns?
Really?
Yes. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to turn away a grit. Like I said, I'm not picky.
Ketchup on your hash browns?
No, that's for a French fry.
But hash browns are
Don't start. Do you put ketchup on your baked potato? Let's stop talking.
Some people do.
I don't do that.
Wait,
yeah,
what? That's
I
the
don't
point.
do
It's
that.
a potato. If you're going to
Yeah,
go
but
with the
it's
base,
not a
you can't
fried
go-
potato. It's a baked potato.
Hash browns
Ooh,
aren't.
that's a really,
Right?
really.
Yes,
That's
but only the outside of the hash brown's fried. The inside is all potato.
what? Wait a second.
Hold on.
That logic does
Yeah,
not compute.
yeah.
So is the inside of a French fry.
It's just potato.
Get away my errors now. But no,
didn't realize
I do
we were
not
gonna do
put
physics
ketchup on there. I do not put ketchup on there. No, not at all.
Jacob, what do you grits, hash browns?
Both.
Yeah, I was going to say, why choose?
I mean, that's if you ask me
Why
bacon or
choose?
sausage. Both.
Both. I like that.
Oh yeah, I'm that guy that the restaurants love to see coming.
Man, Cracker Barrel used to have a double meat breakfast. They quit doing it. Cora and I went to.
No, it's still there. It's under.
I asked. They went on the menu and they didn't have it. I said double meat. It had 2 things of patty sausage, 2 things bacon.
Do you like the patty or the link?
I'm a patty guy. When
I'm
it
a
comes to
patty guy.
sausage.
Prefer the patty?
Unless
Now-
it's Kaneka.
Like smoked sausage is yes.
Yeah.
Of course, it's got to be in its casing, but I don't like the little sticks.
Somebody's having a book fair.
Having a what?
Book fair.
Why you say that?
Because of the Scholastic Book Fairs there.
Oh, you can see it in the picture. Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
see
I
that.
see. I thought you were
Oh,
talking about the
there you go.
ambulance. I thought,
Go
was that
Scholastic.
code for something?
If you'll look through my invisible shirt, you can see it.
Man, book fair days at school are amazing.
You just look like one of the other heads on the sign.
Michael, that's so good.
That was pretty good. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Point.
That's
That was good. Floating head.
what do you?
You can't hear the applause.
Did you put applause?
Yes, he did. That was good. For himself.
I
Michael.
never done it for myself.
sound effects over here. There's no
That was
telling
a
what
first.
he's done.
That was a first, though.
One thing is, I've never watched an episode of us because I refuse to watch myself.
It's a
watch
shame
every
because they're a
episode.
lot of fun.
They're great
I
shows.
can't.
should
I'll
watch
listen to
them.
everything I say and say, "Oh, you idiot!" and you sound like a
Well, look.
freaking hick.
Don't listen to you. Listen to me.
When you have this booming voice, it just comes through.
That's what I do. I listen to you and the guest.
Do you
I
know-
watch it back.
Michael, one of the best parts of my job, that's the hardest part to do really, is social media. So I read the paper in the morning, see what's coming up, what we can be on. But I watch the show and like people come off, say, what's going on? And I have my feet up and I go, well, I'm watching the show because you have to know what's going on with
Gotta
the
know what's
guests.
going on.
Part of my job is to watch your show.
Hey, that's fun.
Come on.
That's great.
It's great.
Is there anything that you would like to talk about that we haven't talked about?
Well, you hadn't talked enough about me.
I've got
What do you
some
wanna talk
questions
about?
in for you.
Can I,
Hold on.
I don't. I really don't. You just said we're doing TV at 10.
Goodness gracious!
I mean, do I wear a coat? Do I
off
wear
air
a
with
tie?
Michael Sapp.
I'm at the bottom. See? That's why I'm
You'll
in
notice.
the
Look,
bottom.
I've got on to about this already. He gives himself the most dominant spot on the whole
Look,
thing.
look,
Oh.
somebody made fun of me
I
about
haven't
that
even
recently.
noticed
Said,
this.
It looks like you're at Olin Mills getting your picture made.
J.C. Penney.
Yes.
Man, Olin Mills, y'all weren't around then, but in the 70s, when you go take an Olin Mills picture, no joke, and you follow it, they would rent out a room at the Holiday Inn on the ground floor. And you used to enter from the outside on the parking lot. So we just pull up to this hotel room, no joke, and open up, and this guy would, or woman would take our pictures as a family in a hotel room. And then we go back out.
That's weird.
That was Olin
That's
Mills.
a little weird.
70s.
I don't know if that was Olin Mills or not.
He had a professional van.
Anyway, that's why we haven't talked about David any more than we have today.
70s were a wild time.
Any other cool stories you've got for us?
Woo wee.
It's bad when my questions are bringing us
Bringing
back,
us back
to
closer, yeah.
All right, David, your Coleman experience. Is there anything that frightened you in Coleman?
Frightens me in Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
Would worry be a?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a.
I love.
That's a normal.
I love growth. I worry we're getting too big too fast. I worry we're losing what I've called Mayberry. Since I moved here in 06, Mayberry. I told people it was the best kept secret in Alabama. Secret's out. I just worry we're growing. I fear that we're going to lose our identity and we're going to become this metropolis, and then people are going to move to another small town. I want people to move back here. I love Coleman. I'm not born and raised here, but man, this place adopted me and my family, and it has been great to us. So I'm a Colemanite. Go Bearcats. And I fear that we're getting too big.
Do you think it's really that different?
I do, as a
Is
person,
it really?
as a person who
is
got
that
here
the
in 06,
perception, or is it?
for me it is. For me it is. I mean, 31. I travel 31 all the time. What it used to be, what it is. 278. What it used to be, what it is. Every little piece of land is being developed. I don't know. I like small town. That's a personal thing. I like small town.
I got you.
So I'm the first to tell you. I watch Andy Griffith every day. So
I agree with him. There's a fine line. You've got to be very, very careful. Not saying that you got to stop anything.
No.
It's not
Oh,
because
no,
if you
no.
stop in this day and age, if you're standing still, you're dying.
Yeah,
Getting left
it's
behind.
over.
You've got to keep moving forward. But it's that fine line between, do you want to be a Birmingham, not even a Birmingham,
I say
a
Madison.
Hoover, a Madison. Madison's one of the fastest growing counties in the country.
and
So
weren't we
you're
one of
saying
the-
like grow but keep the charm?
And
Oh, absolutely, keep
that's
trying.
and that's
Like-
a fine line to try to navigate.
That's hard, isn't it?
like I come to work every morning passing Depot. I love what Park and Rec in the city is doing at Depot. I love the skate park. Kids needed that. I love the Chris Kendall markets. I love Oktoberfest. I love all the things that make us hometown, small town. But hometown's about to be big town. But I love what we're doing there. I do. It's just
Eventually, no matter what you do, and it's inevitable, because again, if you're not growing, you are dying. Unfortunately, if you're stagnant, that means that eventually people are going to leave, or
Absolutely.
just something's going to happen, and it's just you're going to start losing folks. So you've got to continuously keep growing. But eventually, you can fight it and fight it and fight it. You can do everything you can to keep that charm, but eventually, it's going to go away just by sheer volume of people that
that's
you have in a
exactly
location.
it. There you
Well, what? Let me does it change? Maybe it's just different. Maybe it's just it's charm, but it's a different
it's
kind of
changed.
charm.
And change doesn't necessarily mean bad.
No, change can be planned and be successful,
Yes.
positive.
And you've just got to, and it doesn't mean that people haven't done this, but you can't look a year, you can't look 5 years, you can't even look 10 years. You've got to look a generation into the future and say, where are we going to be? Where do we want to be? And what are the steps that we can take in that 1, 5, 10-year time frame to help us, at least give us the best chance to be where we would like to be? And you got to involve everybody in the community. The what I see is, especially, and this really will get us canceled, but it's the truth. You take our national level politics, you've got a small group of people, and this is the way the founders meant for it to be. They were supposed to be representatives of their constituents to go to Washington and bring forth together ideas from all around the country into a local spot, hash it out, and come up with new ideas to help move us forward. Well, as you get career politicians in there over the long term, the constituents have went away.
Yeah.
To bring the ideas to a location, to get it to where it's disseminated, they talk about it, they come to a conclusion, then disseminate it, has went away. Now you've got that small group of people that are keeping everything centralized, and then they are sending out edicts from Washington saying this is what you do. If you're not careful, that filters down to your state and local levels, and that's not the case here.
No, not at all. Not here.
Here you've got, and I'm rambling a little bit, but I'm going to get to my point. National level, it's easier to get away from your
And
everyday
hide,
people.
hide
You don't
away.
even have to hide. It's just they can't get to you. Here, if you're on the city council, if you're on the school board, if you're on any of these other various local committees,
You're visible.
you got to go to work. You've got to go to church. You got to go to your kids' school activities. You see everybody that it affects, and that's where unless you are just completely oblivious to everything, you're going to worry about what everybody says. You're going to take some input. You better, or you won't be in that position long. As long as we keep those values, I truly think that we'll be okay. Now, it's going to be change. I mean, David said it. You can feel that there's been a change. Does that mean it's good, bad, indifferent? That's up to the individual. But if it's kind of like what we were talking about earlier, where I was talking about the bank has culture, but yet each location has personality. As long as we keep our culture intact,
Right.
our personality might change in various ways, but as long as that culture stays intact, that Mayberry appeal that he so aptly mentioned can stay intact. End of sermon, I'm done.
And see, it's just a fear. It's not that it's happening. It's not that it's done. It's just a fear. And spiders.
Spiders.
Yeah. Don't ask. I know Spider-Man.
Just in
And
Coleman?
spiders. No, he
Just
asked, "What do I fear?"
yeah.
Spiders.
Well, he asked
Spiders.
what your fear was in Coleman.
Oh, spiders. Everywhere.
If you're outside of Coleman, you still scared of spiders?
Australia spiders. Those things are man
Do you
eaters.
ever dream about spiders?
No.
He dreams about being bit by a radioactive one.
Becoming.
I grab them and just go.
Could
bite
you
me.
do that? If you could get Spider-Man's powers, would you lay in a bed of
If I
spiders?
knew it were radioactive and I get them, absolutely I would.
What is a 50-50 chance?
I'd have to move. Oh, I have to move. We don't have buildings large enough. So
Yeah.
I'd be running through
Yeah.
town, and I'm not known for sprinting or long distance marathons. So
You don't have a swimmer's body.
no, I do not.
What else you got after I went on my soliloquy?
Yeah, it took me to a different place.
Well,
but
you
I
got my
liked it.
vote. I'm just gonna tell you. Are
I was
you
going
on
to
the ballot?
say,
No, I'm not. I can tell you
like
this.
that.
Now, I'm not going to say I'd try my best to never say never, but I'm not a politician. I can't do it. I have no desire. You won't see me running for office for anything. That's just
see, I think
isn't
there's
that
a-
the kind of person we need in there, though?
But see, that's what I was going to say.
Kind of
I think
person
there's
you
a
won't
difference
get.
between a politician and a public servant.
I agree, but I'm slightly opinionated, and sometimes that might offend people when I don't mean for it to.
But isn't that the beautiful thing about the First Amendment? We can have those conversations. People disagree, but if it's for the betterment of the community, and I know people disagree on it, that's where public service comes in. I think
it's-
public service is amazing.
I wish we could get back to the day where we could have conversations, disagree, and walk away laughing.
Yeah.
You want to tell everybody about your gym, your workout routine?
I have
I'm
lost.
curious now.
I have lost 42 pounds.
He has.
Really?
He really has.
I went
He's
from a
done well.
44 waist to a 40.
Would you have a method?
Eat better, exercise more.
He goes to the gym for about 5 hours a day.
What do you do at the gym? You lift or you run?
I like that you asked that question. I do 60 minutes of cardio. I walk 30 minutes and ride the recumbent bicycle 30 minutes, all while watching a show.
What do you watch?
Oh man, Vikings, Black Sails, Kingdom, man, all the great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Black Sails is pretty good.
Black Sails is awesome. I'm on season 3 now.
Oh, I'm not there yet.
Oh, it's so good. It gets better as it goes.
Does it?
But after the cardio,
Nerds.
Okay, hold on. That reminds me. Have y'all seen Lord of the Rings?
Oh, man. You want to talk about
Yeah.
Middle Earth? I forgot about that. That's what we started the
Yes.
whole thing with.
Yes.
back to the conversation because we're going to stay on topic here.
Okay.
Do my weight groups, and I spend about 40 minutes in the sauna. That place is heaven.
The sauna?
Sauna is amazing.
So you feel some, I mean, it does something for you? Do you
Oh,
do the
research
sauna?
research shows no for a man at my age
you
over
kidding
50,
me?
20 to 30
And me,
minutes a couple
probably.
days a week, your chance of cardiovascular disease drops, I think, 60%.
60%?
I'm telling you, I
Just
read
by
it.
sitting in the sauna?
Sit in the sauna.
I didn't know that.
Well, when you start doing it, you'll make it 10, 15, about to die. But now there's just this comfort level. It just goes. It's fantastic.
Oh, man.
But no,
I'm
I eat a lot less. I eat better.
This is
and
when
I
people
work out a
turn the
lot
show
more.
off.
There,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
You asked.
No, I didn't. He did.
I did.
Did he ask?
I didn't ask about the sun.
You said tell
I was
about
trying to
your-
talk about Middle Earth, and you went back to.
Are we seriously? Because we're going to be
Yeah,
here another
I think
hour.
we need to
Are
go down
seriously gonna
that
talk
road.
Frodo and Bilbo.
Yeah.
and-
Now we're talking Amazon, right? The new one.
Oh, you want to talk about Rings of
Rings of
Power?
Power?
Have you watched it?
I'm up. I'm close. I'm almost caught up.
How are we supposed to
Why are
talk
you
about
going
it
to talk
if you
about it
haven't
if you
even
haven't
watched
seen the
it?
end of it?
Well, here's what's happening is these shows end, and then you got to wait for a year and a
I know.
half. So we kind of linger
Do you
it
not
out.
wait for Christmas the next
We
year? Wait
linger
for
it
your
out
birthday the
some.
next year? Wait for your
Well,
anniversary
you only
next
have
year?
one though.
Yeah, but
That's
this
just
isn't coming out
one.
until 26.
Yeah.
That's painful, though.
So I'm trying to.
Oh, we're
Hold
avid
on.
watchers.
What episode, Joan?
We just finished the one where the.
Don't say Frodo because you're on the wrong
No,
show.
I'm not there. They
Okay.
just kind of sacked the tower, the castle, where they were building the rings. The battle where they,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Okay.
trying- yeah.
That's-
And they released the big
Celebrimbor?
troll. Yeah.
Okay.
So has Celebrimbor and Zoe faced off yet?
No.
No, but I'll tell you what I liked
Okay.
though. One cool part was how Celebrimbor was sort of in his own world. He didn't realize
Yes.
the disarray.
You know how
and-
that came to be.
Right? Yes.
Here it goes. He's gone. That's it.
Give it to me.
No, I mean, that's
How long? How
that
much
is-
tape do you have? Are we doing tape?
We're
Is this
going-
digital. What's your space?
God, people have flipped on and off to this. It's like, fast forward. That is part of Sauron's illusion.
Right. He sort of has
Now,
that
you
power.
haven't seen he doesn't sort of have that power. He is the great deceiver.
The Great Deceiver.
You know, they say
Is that his name? Is that kind of his?
that
Great
Tolkien
Deceiver.
put put him in the image of Satan.
Okay.
So
it's all deception
he is the most
and
evil
lies.
person that you will find.
Should you read the book?
The Similarian.
Similarian. I haven't read it.
Oh, that's where. Yeah.
I mean, you need to if you really want to. If you really want to be nerd out, then that's the way to do it.
If you want to really
it's not
nerd
going
out,
to lower my nerd
Well,
cred. I can tell you that.
I told him about this. No plug, I promise. But Audible gives you free books when you start, and Similarian by
Is one of them?
Andy Serkis, Gollum is one of the books.
Wow.
You started listening to the Similarian?
Not yet, because you only got like 7 days.
Matt, I
You
will
got to
say
dedicate
this:
to it.
it's tough reading, and I couldn't
It is.
listen to it. It's tough.
I'm better at listening.
Now, I've read The
It's in
Hobbit.
that old English.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Ninth grade. Absolutely.
The Hobbit's good. Have you read the Lord of the Rings books?
I did a long time ago.
There's a lot more in those books than's in the movie.
Yeah. There's it. I need to go back and reread those as an adult.
And this is a common misconception. You know, in Lord of the Rings, Sauron, the big eye, that's not his only form.
No.
Even in the movies, he still has a physical form. That big bad guy is inside
He's in there.
Barad-dûr, if you really want me to get nerdy.
Get
on you.
in there.
That's
it.
That's the tower.
Okay.
Gosh.
Did you play any of the games or anything?
No.
Card games or any of the
Oh.
Play
looks
sports.
kind of neat.
Yeah.
You don't do any of the card games? Nothing like that?
You think I am a nerd?
Yeah, we're geeks. It's a whole different, whole different dynamic. Geek and nerd.
Have y'all ever been to that store over by Buena Vista? Gamer Geeks?
No.
I didn't know it was one.
Check it out. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
They got a lot of neat stuff in
What's
there.
in there?
All video games. They probably have comic books. They do a lot of Warhammer. I don't know if you heard of Warhammer.
Heard of it, but yeah.
It's pretty
I
cool.
don't know anything
Stop
about
by. It's pretty neat though. They do a good. It's cool. I think they do like tournaments, Pokemon tournaments, but anyways, they have a Lord of the Rings.
You're a Pokemon guy, aren't you?
My kids are. I never got. It was a little bit after.
Oh, I forgot you're old.
Yeah, it came out a little bit after.
You want to talk old? That came out, 98 or so. I was teaching second grade
Maybe.
at Cary Woods in Auburn. I used those cards because the kids were at Hastings Bookstore and Books a Million in Auburn. I would go see what they did. Yeah, I was single. Went and watched them play cards. I use those cards to teach mathematics in second grade. Their powers, their evolutions.
Hey, that sounds like a good
Well,
idea.
then the principal banned them because they were becoming a distraction at school, which they were. But she let me keep using them in class. Got to get creative.
Did you keep it? Did you know anything about them? Did you know what the good ones were?
Onyx.
Huh?
Onyx,
The Onyx
Pikachu,
cards?
Squirtle,
I've heard of that. Is that the shiny one?
Balbazar. He's the rock.
Shiny
He's a
cards?
rock Pokemon.
Pikachu?
Pikachu. Pika. I remember that.
I wish I had that recorded for a sound effect.
You were principal when the Fox song came on.
Oh my gosh, we danced to that, and made a video and put it on YouTube.
The fox song. What does the fox say?
Yeah, that
oh,
Ding,
man.
ding, ding,
yeah.
ding, ding. Yeah, that was
Is
amazing.
that the biggest fad that came through since you were principal?
No, Gangnam Style.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
We did that.
big.
We did all the songs that came out in the gym, in PE classes, and videoed them.
Yeah.
I put them on social media, and we put them on YouTube. Gangnam Style was the biggest one. Now we did have the challenge where everybody would dance on something, they freeze, and you go through. Sixth grade teachers did an amazing job. They would go through, they'd be dancing, all of a sudden they just freeze, and they were
Is that
just
the Harlem Shuffle? The Harlem Shake?
Harlem Shake.
Harlem
That was
Shake?
it, something like that. Yeah,
Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah. It was
those
pretty
were the
funny.
best days.
Yeah.
We
I
did
remember
amazing
the
things at Little Elementary School.
Macarena.
Macarena.
Oh, good God!
You were teaching back then.
I was teaching. It was popular.
I was in elementary school.
I was teaching. He could have been my student.
You
Think
were-
about that. Let's put it in perspective.
You were probably in high school years old.
No, we were, listen, we
Y'all
were in
were
high school
close.
together.
Yeah, you're not far away.
We were in there
Briefly.
briefly.
1 year.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually.
It really was. Hey, this guy was an awesome tennis player.
Medium. Fair. Yeah, no, I didn't.
Honest, he was-
No, I'm really not. You had like your Rusty Walkers of the world.
Yeah.
That guy.
He
I mean, let me put it this way: when we played doubles, if we ever lost,
It was your fault.
always my fault. Always.
He let you know it.
No, he was very nice about it, and super good guy. Now, Coach Burks might have let me know it.
Oh, Johnny, he's a good guy. He's a good. That's the best part is he talks about as a tennis coach. You expect somebody just out there doesn't care. Best thing about him is he would
cared.
wear everybody out.
He cared.
I mean, it was like being on a football field, which is great.
That is great.
It's just you just don't see that a whole lot anymore. You still play?
No.
You need to play pickleball.
That's what I was just about to say. I want to get on it. Do you play pickleball?
No, my 15-year-old does. She loves it.
Yeah, I want to
play?
start.
No.
I want to try it out.
$50 a game.
If you're giving me the $50 a spot, then yes, absolutely.
I mean, we'll put some. I'll give you 5 shots.
I don't even know how to play.
I'll teach
Why
you.
is it called pickleball?
Yeah, why is that?
Why is it pickleball?
Why is football called football?
Because you kick it with your foot and there's a ball. I don't know.
Have y'all seen this? I'm going off topic.
You just goes right off
The SNL skit with Nate Bargatze when he's acting
God.
like George
One
Washington.
of the best skits of all
Yeah,
time.
yes.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I laugh.
Metric system.
Yeah,
I've
that's
just
good.
seen it. I don't watch SNL anymore, but I saw.
But that was
it.
funny.
One of the best ones.
Gosh.
One of the best ones.
Yeah, I've seen it in a long time.
We're
The other one,
not going to use meters. We're going to use yards. There's 12 inches to a foot, so 12 feet to a yard.
nope.
We're going to name animals and the food
Three.
that comes from them different names.
Yeah, that's good.
If you haven't seen it, check it out on YouTube. It's
Cow is going to be beef.
yeah.
What is
Pig
it?
is going to be pork.
Pig is going to be pork.
What about
What's
chicken?
chicken?
Chicken.
I wonder if he wrote that one. He's brilliant.
He's fun, and he never cracks a smile the whole time. It is some of that
nails
stuff
it.
is so funny.
You almost feel like he's miserable sometimes when he tells jokes.
Yeah.
Some are so he just.
Oh, even his stand up is just,
I mean, it's like wah wah.
and that it's. I like that comedy's taking more of a front row today, even in politics and everything else.
Yeah.
There's more comedians coming out. And it's a way to just go out and just have a good time.
Yeah.
Don't get offended by everything. It's just a joke. Let it go. Just like I'm saying that
People
now because
want
I
it.
hope people don't get offended by anything we said today.
They might.
David, thank you. I've enjoyed it.
Welcome.
I've enjoyed talking to Michael a little bit more than you, but
Can I share real quick before you go? Went to Lynn Garden last night. Cora asked to go there for supper, and by fortune, I had this on cue.
What's it say?
This is amazing. You will win a prestigious award for your work. I cannot wait until my annual review or Christmas party because see what you're going to award me.
excuse me. Do you remember those nice words I said to you earlier?
Yes, sir.
That's your reward.
But you said that was about East Elementary.
No, I did not. I said something about you being at the bank too. So how quickly we forget.
Well, he said he's got it recorded, so we're good.
Look at that backside of that thing. It says don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Well, all right. Start the music.
Just finished.
It's finished. You're welcome.
See, you can talk to Dadgum Long.
You
Start
know
it
me.
again.
You know me, and you brought me on the show.
How is it there?
There it is.
Oh, and now the music's playing the right time this time.
It was the right time, but he came in on the fortune cookie.
Again, this is just off air with David Wiggins now.
Brought to you by Premier Bank of the South.
The
So
friendliest bank in town.
thank you to both. David, thank you.
You're welcome.
Michael, as always, enjoyed it. See you next time.
See y'all.